Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric, and today we're going to talk about why your PTO clutch may not be working. And if you follow the channel along at all, I try to talk diagnostic first and then start fixing last. Because if you diagnose something, a lot of times you can save yourself a lot of time, frustration, and money, right? And that's what we're all about. Even in the shop, I'm all about trying to save my customers money, right? So the first thing I do when it comes to, I get a customer that's telling me that the PTO doesn't work, is I'm going to first look to see, am I getting power from the PTO switch to here? And that can be checked pretty easily, and that is turn your key on, engage your PTO, and then check to see if you're getting power. Should be getting 12 volt coming down to this clutch. Now, sitting on the seat, if you sit there, turn the key switch on, don't start it, and just pop the PTO switch up and down, or if it's a toggle, listen to see if you can hear this clutch engage. The misconception a lot of people don't realize is that this centerpiece is spinning the whole time the engine is running, okay? And what this is, it's a big electromagnetic clutch. And when you put power to it with the ground, the magnets come together, and that's what turns the pulley on the bottom that turns your blades, okay? Now, I've seen them where you couldn't even start it. You go to hit the key switch, and this whole center won't turn because the bearings are bad in it. But that's not what we're addressing today. We're addressing my PTO clutch isn't working at all. My lawnmower will start and run, but the clutch won't, okay? So, if you're not getting power down here, now we need to look backwards, okay? But we could test this, simply by taking two pieces of wire and putting one on this side and then one into here. And all we're going to do is we're going to hook up the positive to one side. And then I want you to listen to this when the ground is hit. That tells me that there's not a problem with the clutch. The clutch is engaging the way it's supposed to. So I know that my problem is somewhere back. It's not here. So if you went out and you bought a new PTO clutch because it wasn't working, and you plugged it in, you're probably going to get the same results, that it's something upstream. And it could be anything from a bad ground, a bad key switch, a bad PTO switch, bad brake switch, bad seat switch, or in combination, something is not working the way it should be. And a lot of times, there's so many safety switches that are in tandem with this clutch that says, no, you can't run unless we allow you to run. And some, like the John Deere's, you have to push the override button in order for the PTO to stay engaged if you go backwards, right? If you didn't push that button in, the PTO clutch is going to quit. It's not going to work. Now, same deal with if you get off the seat. If you haven't already bypassed it, but if you get off the seat for any reason, that seat switch is going to say that you're not there. Do not allow that clutch to power up. So it could simply be a faulty seat switch. It may be you're sitting on the seat, but the switch isn't working the way it should be. It could be a faulty PTO clutch switch. They do go bad. I just replaced one on my John Deere this year because this one here, it wasn't terrible, but just the vibration, it would shut it off on me. Now, the other things that you can be looking at when you're going upstream is also some have fuses to their systems for your PTO. Check the fuse boxes, find out where it is on your machine, and check it. I can tell you from experience, especially with the John Deere's, that if your charging fuse blows that once that battery gets down so far, the engine will stay running, but your PTO clutch will quit. And why is that? Because it doesn't have enough power coming from the battery. It's not charging the system to allow it to run. It's too much of a draw on the system. So your PTO clutch will kick out. It could be a wiring issue somewhere. I've seen this, I don't know how many times, of where either on the whip or the lead coming down, it's rubbed against the frame enough so that now you've got a bare spot. And it could cause a break. Now, if you have an issue with when you pull your PTO switch on and it blows the fuse, it could be that that wire is exposed and it's going to ground on you. So before you decide to step out and get onto eBay or Amazon and order yourself a brand new PTO clutch, check those things. This is a simple check you can do right at you can use a battery instead of a jump pack. But a lot of times I can hop on your machine, turn the key switch on, don't start the machine, make sure that the brake is released, I'm on the seat, I'm going to pop that. And you should be able to hear that click in and out, telling you that it's functioning the way it should be. If you don't hear that, then we need to go to plan B, and that is, let's start doing the diagnostic on it and seeing why we're not getting either power down to that clutch, or is it a safety switch that's putting the screws to us. And I can tell you right now, if it's a safety switch that's screwing you, then good chances are that's the cheaper fix than one of these babies. So the checks that you want to check, first check the PTO clutch. You can do it right from the seat of your tractor. If it's not engaging, then I want you to check, is the brake completely off? But you need to be sitting on the seat, and the clutch, the brake on your pedal needs to be up. Yeah. And the key switch could be bad too, throwing a bad thing to it. Or you could be looking at fuses, bad wiring, or safety switches. So on that note, you guys have a great day. And if you're learning anything from these videos, the way you could help me is to like and subscribe. That tells me that it's helping somebody out there that may be in this situation. You guys have a great day.